Clarion's very own TV5 News Live.
Good evening. We have breaking news for you tonight. A fire broke out this evening near the Church of Nativity in Bethlehem. More than 180 people remain trapped inside the church. Also at this time, officials report the exchange of extreme gunfire near the church. However, there are no reports at this time of any injuries. Officials have reported that the fire is under control.
More breaking news for you tonight. A standoff in Indian County has just ended with 4 dead. The 16-hour standoff ended this evening when the suspect shot himself.
Moving on to more local news, it's Wednesday, April 24th, 2002. I'm Jackie Nealon.
And I'm Pat Graves. Officials suspected the fire on Broad Street in New Bethlehem wasn't an accident.
Clarion's very own Courtney Wilson has the latest from New Bethlehem.
Early hours of Monday, a fire broke out on Broad Street in New Bethlehem. The fire destroyed 4 businesses: Newbie News, Dollar General, Hiller's Hardware, and Country Cottage. After 3 days of investigation, police officials say that the fire that started here at Newbie News was caused by arson.
Along with quite a little bit of physical evidence that's been removed from that building, is pointing us in the direction that this case it's now being deemed, the cause is being deemed as arson.
The first objective in investigators' minds is to find the person or persons responsible for starting the fire.
We'll be actually breaking out into a couple of different areas of the investigation, with the #1 priority being finding the person that set this catastrophic fire.
Police dogs have been used during the investigation.
I can tell you that the dog was very instrumental in helping locate some of the evidence, and I know that was one of the areas that really attracted an awful lot of attention around was the canine units.
Not all the stores on the block were damaged completely. The New Bethlehem Pharmacy suffered smoke and water damage, but is still open for business despite the front entrance being damaged. Although the town has been hit hard, residents are doing whatever possible to help the town get back on its feet.
We're just real glad to be here. We're 3 buildings down from where the fire started, and we're real lucky. We had some smoke and water damage, but we're much luckier than the other businesses involved, and we're glad to be open. We're up and running, and business as usual.
On Broad Street in New Bethlehem, Courtney Wilson, TV5 News.
Thanks, Courtney. A special commissioners meeting is scheduled for tomorrow, Thursday, May 2nd, at 10 a.m. The purpose for the meeting is to approve the financing for the purchase and proposed renovations of the Clarion office complex. Officials are still reviewing various proposals submitted by financial institutions. Commissioner Chairwoman Donna Hartle says the board will choose the firm that offers the lowest interest rates to use a 20 or 25-year mortgage for the project.
Last week, Clarion University hosted its 10th annual Take Our Daughters to Work Day. Tomorrow, the university will hold a Take Our Sons to Work Day. Dr. Stephen Johnson will welcome the sons at 8:45 a.m. Programs include a star show at the planetarium, an explanation of how TV news broadcast is produced, and then a tour of the new Carlson Library. The day is sponsored by the President's Commission on the Status of Women, the Office of Human Resources, the Women's Studies Program, and the Making Connections Program. According to the State Department of Labor and Industry's Labor Market Analysis section, the unemployment rates in the Tri-County area have dropped. In just 1 month, the unemployment rate has dropped from 10.2% to 9.6% in Clearfield County. In Elk County, the unemployment rate dropped from 9.2% to 8.6%, and in Jefferson County, it dropped from 8.4% to 7.8%. And the county in Pennsylvania with the lowest rate is Cumberland County, with an unemployment rate of 3.4%.
Yesterday, Clarion Hospital launched its first phase in its $10.7 million expansion project at a groundbreaking ceremony. A 20,000 square foot, 2-story wing that the house the Clarion Cancer Center, an MRI suite, and 12 additional bed units is to be added. The new wing is expected to be completed by the summer of 2003.
On May 7th, 21 teams from school districts in Jefferson, Clarion, and Forest counties will participate in the Envirothon, held at Clear Creek State Park. This event tests students' knowledge on environmental issues and resources. Teams will compete in 5 different environmental stations, including aquatics, forestry, soils and land use, wildlife, and a special topic environment issue. The event will be hosted by the Western Pennsylvania Conservancy.
Clarion University hosted its 9th annual Service Recognition Dessert Reception today. The reception began at 4:30 p.m. and lasted until 5:30 p.m. in room 250 of the Gemmel Student Center. Awards were given to students who participated in community service activities. Well, if you were out and about in Clarion, you might have had the opportunity to see a different side of Clarion Borough today. Clarion Borough new Public Works building was open to visitors today. The open house ran for this afternoon until 7 tonight. The building showed off many of the different types of equipment in the borough owes and different things the Public Works Department does here in the borough. Up next, TV5's Mark Despotakis joins us live from downtown Clarion at this week's Spring Fling.
So first, it's your turn. Your turn to let us know what you think. Call or email us here at TV5 with your ideas.
This portion of the programming was brought to you by the Clarion Bowl Arena, located on Route 322, 1 mile east of Clarion. Bowl Arena offers rock and bowl every Friday and Saturday night, and a game room with 8 pool tables and arcade games. There's bumper bowling for kids' birthdays and league.
This portion of programming brought to you by Sarah Jane's Deli and Bakery, located 7 miles north of Shippenville on Route 208 next to the Freiburg Bank. Sarah Jane's is the perfect cater for all your special events. From weddings to private gatherings, Sarah Jane's has cakes for any occasion. Call 354-2804 today to book Sarah Jane's or stop by the fresh, delicious deli and baked goods made on location at Sarah Jane's Deli and Bakery.
This portion of the programming was made possible through a grant by the Captain Loomis Hotel and Restaurant. The Captain Loomis Hotel and Restaurant is located at 540 Main Street in Clarion and offers dining as well as a nightclub. The restaurant and nightclub are open 7 days a week for your convenience. Call the Captain Loomis Hotel and Restaurant, 226-8400.
I'm guilty of giving you too much love, making you crazy, making you right, making me fall, making me suspect, seem to think I'm playing her game. Don't you know her, this is me.
There's a better way to have fun with history. Visit americaslibrary.gov. Log on, play around, learn something.
Clarion's very own TV5 News Live.
Welcome back. Well, it's the week before finals, and for Clarion University students, that means it's time for Spring Fling. TV5's own Mark Despotakis is live in the park. Mark, what's going on down there?
Well, what's going on down here is a lot of food. Martise McCree is here. You might know her at TV5 Entertainment. She'll be on tomorrow night. She has brought over some onion rings. Yes. So what are you're down here enjoying Spring Fling? I'm going to eat some of this while you're talking.
Oh, absolutely. Got some pizza from the pizza vendor. He also gave me this nice cup. It's got to be Italian. And, of course, onion rings.
What all did you eat down here today, besides the onion rings? I love live TV.
Pizza and onion rings. A Mountain Dew, that's about it.
There's all kind of stuff to do down here. What we're going to do right now, here is a look at some of the things going on down here for the rest of the week at Spring Fling. This week, enjoying Spring Fling. What's your kind of your favorite thing down here? Is it the food? Is it the concert? You know, what brings you?
Music, the food, and the atmosphere. All the people come out.
but it's still cold out now, but once it's warmer, I think it's going to really pick up.
Right. And what's the draw for you to spring fling?
No, I just didn't have any food left in my refrigerator, and I needed something to eat.
And the food stands are, of course, the major draw, but there are many other activities to enjoy as well. Here's a look at some things coming up throughout the rest of the week. Tomorrow night, from 5 to 8 in the park, the Zion Baptist Church will host a National Day of Prayer. And on Friday night, Glue Monkey will perform at 6 p.m. Also on Friday and Saturday, Main Street sidewalks will be taken over by sidewalk sales and Crafters Day. And to conclude the week, on Saturday, Junior Olympics will be held at the stadium downtown, and a fireworks show lights up the sky at dusk. Back out live now at Spring Fling. Martise and I are here, and I'm chowing down on the onion
I
rings.
put mine down. It was too messy.
All right, so give the plug. Why should people come down to Spring Fling?
Well, first of all, it's a beautiful day. We haven't had many of those. So finally, the good food. There's not really many people around. Not as many as I thought there was going to be.
No, it was like that last night, and it's what I love is I'm in the short sleeve shirt today because I have the jacket here. I'm like, you know what? It's Spring Fling. It's spring. I can have the short sleeve on.
Finally, thank God.
All right, we're gonna let you go enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for stopping by. I will be back out here live toward the end of the show. Stephanie Dugan will also be out here live in just a few minutes with your weather forecast, your weekend weather forecast. So for now, reporting live from downtown, Mark Despotakis, TV5 News. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Mark. The month-long siege at Yasser Arafat's Ramallah compound is nearing an end. An agreement brokered by Britain and the U.S. allows the Palestinian leader to travel for the first time since December. In exchange, 6 wanted Palestinians are now under international supervision. They have been taken to a jail in Jericho. 4 of the men were convicted in the assassination of Israel's Minister of Tourism last year. A short time after the convoy left, Israeli armored personnel carriers could be seen preparing to leave the Arafat compound. An Israeli Defense Ministry official had said that as soon as the transfer was made, Israeli troops and tanks would begin pulling back from Ramallah.
For more than a quarter century, New York's Indian Point nuclear power plant has generated nearly as much controversy as electricity. Since September 11th, the controversy has grown to a fever pitch, fueled by the fear that terrorist strike on the plant could threaten the millions of people who live within the 50 miles. Michael Okada explains.
A hearing in New York's Westchester County. More than 200 participants walk out in disgust.
What a travesty! What a travesty!
Passions run high because the stakes are at issue. The Indian Point nuclear power plant. To supporters, it provides up to a third of the area's electricity. To critics, it is a disaster waiting to happen. Just an hour's drive from New York City and within 50 miles of 20 million people. New Yorkers have been arguing about Indian Point since it opened in 1974, but never has it compelled so many ordinary family men and women to become battle-ready activists.
Since September 11th, it's a new world. We keep getting reminders in the newspapers, on TV, that the terrorists are still in this country.
Nancy Syrup, wife and self-described soccer mom of 3.
The containment domes cannot withstand an airliner the size that went into the World Trade Center. It could withstand a small aircraft, but they don't test to the point of failure, so how do they really know what could happen?
Syrup says that after 9/11, she packed survival bags for her family.
After packing these bags, I realized I need to make a change with the plant.
She's been trying to shut it down ever since.
I needed Officer Winsky to call me back.
Organizing rallies, attending neighborhood meetings, protesting front and center.
Close Indian Point!
Keep it open!
Which is why Rich Jones is fighting her every step of the way.
They put 100 people on the street, we put 800 on the street.
Hey, good.
Jones is also a new activist, a husband, father of 2, and operator at Indian Point. What do you say to those people who argue that this is not safe from a terrorist attack?
We've had people testify at public meetings where they would have to fly slow and low, and it wouldn't be sufficient amount of force to penetrate the building.
The domes, he says, are made of 3.5 feet of steel-reinforced concrete. Any land-based attack would have to pass heavy security and a battery of checkpoints.
The anti-nuclear protesters are using the tragedy of 9/11 to promote their own agenda. I do embrace their healthy skepticism, and I actually encourage them to continue to challenge us responsibly and with facts, not with fear.
But protesters say they're also worried about what they call an inadequate evacuation plan for the county and the presence of more than 1,300 tons of radioactive waste.
We just would not allow our family to live near that facility if we thought it was unsafe.
I can't give up on the future of my children. I can't give up on that.
One day it may be the children who will have to resolve this issue. Michael Oku, CNN, New York.
Police in Punxsutawney will hold an open house tomorrow, May 2nd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to remember officers who lost their lives in the line of duty. The public is welcome to come and see the displays and demonstrations such as the state police helicopter, commercial vehicle weight team, and patrol vehicle with radar and other patrol-related equipment.
TV5 will not air its usual Capitol Connections at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow night. Instead, we'll have a legislative report by Representative Fred McElhatton.
Up next, Stephanie Dugan will join us with today's weather.
But first, here's a look at tonight's stock report.
This portion of programming was brought to you by Uzi's Pastries. If you're looking for the perfect wedding cake or just a few cookies, call Uzi's Pastries. Uzi's Pastries offers a wide selection of wedding cakes, cheesecakes, and cookies. For all your pastry needs, call 227-CAKE.
This portion of the programming was made possible through a grant by Fox's Pizza Den. Fox's Pizza Den is located on Old Route 66 in Clarion and offers all-day delivery. Phone 226-5555. That's 226-5555. Fox's Pizza Den is open 7 days a week for your convenience. Phone 226-5555.
This portion of programming brought to you by Slugger's Homemade Meats, located 7 miles north of Shippensville on Route 208 next to the Freiburg Bank. Slugger's offers a wide assortment of fresh meats, from ring bologna to stick bologna with hot peppers and American cheese to beef jerky and hot sausage. They have it all. If you are looking for custom cutting and wrapping, smoking and curing deer processing, phone 354-2804 and ask for Slugger.
This portion of the program was made possible through a grant from Clarion Hospital. Clarion Hospital is located off of Exit 9 of Interstate 80. Clarion Hospital offers outpatient services, transitional care, as well as an emergency room open around the clock every day of the year. More than 400 employees and 80 physicians work to serve the community. Call the Clarion Hospital at 226-9500. Clarion Hospital, providing health care to Clarion County and surrounding communities since 1954.
We're now going to go to Stephanie Dugan, who's live at Spring Fling for our weather report. Stephanie?
Thanks, Jackie. Well, the sky's still blue and the temperature's still pretty mild out here. And for the first day of May, things look pretty good with temperatures in the mid-50s and the blue skies this morning. To start things off on the satellite map, there's a portion of clouds in the southeastern corner of Pennsylvania. And these clouds rolled into our region this afternoon, and they had some pretty threatening looks at times, but the rain held off for now. And these are the clouds that pushed into our region this afternoon. On the front map, a high-pressure system is dominating Pennsylvania. For the rest of tonight, rain will eventually move in and stick around for tomorrow morning. But on the front map for Thursday, it indicates showers with Pennsylvania in their direct path. So for the rest of the week and the weekend, let's next turn to the 5-day. I'm a little behind, so you're going to see the rain pop up any second now on your screen. So for tomorrow, you can expect showers all day with a high of 68. Friday, a pleasant 50, and Saturday, a big jump with a high of 71 and partly cloudy skies. It looks like we went back to the front map, but just a second and we'll explain the rest of the 5-day. And for Sunday, a high of 69 with a nice and mostly cloudy skies. Monday, showers with a high of 74. So come on down, enjoy the rest of the week and the great food. And that's it from back here. Back to you, Jackie and Pat. And we're still on.
Up next, Christina Stroni will join us with a look at sports.
This portion of programming is sponsored by Reese Brothers, located in Drake Square Building in Oil City. Reese Brothers offers a competitive hourly wage, plus daily bonuses, flexible scheduling, company-sponsored health benefits, and paid professional training. Call today at 1-800-365-3500, extension 684, or 677-9236 for your personal interview, or stop by and visit the Drake Square Building. Reese Brothers, where integrity and technology connect.
Do you want complete coverage of local, state, national, and international news as it happens? Then tune in to Clarion's very own TV5 News Live for complete coverage of the Clarion area and our world. TV5 news crews join with the crews from the world news leader CNN to provide complete coverage of the day's events. With advanced satellite capabilities, TV5 can bring you the latest news as it happens. So tune in every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings for Clarion's very own TV5 News Live.
Whether you're looking for formal attire or a Halloween costume, Town & Country Cleaners has it all. From tux rental to costumes, stop by Town & Country Cleaners. Town & Country Cleaners has a wide variety of services to offer, including dry cleaning and spot removal. Located in Clarion Borough on Liberty Street right next to the VFW, Town & Country Cleaners can handle all of your needs. To find out what Town & Country can do for you, call 226-4781.
Wardrobe for some TV5 News staff provided by Fashion Bugs located in the Clarion Mall. Whether you're looking for junior trendy or fashion for women, they have it all with many different styles. Fashion Bug also offers a wide selection of accessories. Fashion Bug is located in the Clarion Mall, just off exit 62 off Interstate 80. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 9 p.m., and Sunday from noon till 5.
Christina Stroni joins us now with a look at sports. So, Christina, what's new in sports world?
Well, Pat, while the Reds are in Los Angeles and San Francisco this week, Ken Griffey was working out at Kennedy Field yesterday, running and hitting with all the other injured players. Cincinnati's manager Bob Boone said Griffey was about 65% as he battles back from a torn patella tendon in his right knee. Junior won't join the team on the West Coast, so the earliest he could be activated is Monday night's home game against Milwaukee. A grand jury has returned several indictments against former NBA player Jason Williams in the shooting death of limousine driver Christos Christofi. Williams now faces the more serious charge of aggravated manslaughter, which carries an additional 10-year prison sentence. He was also indicted on previous charges of reckless manslaughter, aggravated assault, and witness and evidence tampering. Christofi was killed at Williams' home on February 14th. Williams was charged initially on February 25th. He remains free on $270,000 bail. An arraignment date has not yet been set. If convicted on all charges, he could face more than 20 years in prison. Disaster struck Cleveland on Tuesday night. The Cleveland Indians were blown out of the park by the Angels. The Indians pulled off a solid 2 runs and 9 hits, but on the other hand, the Angels stunned fans with 22 hits, bringing in 21 runs. The final score was Angels 21 and Cleveland 2. That's tonight's sports news. Now back to Jackie and Pat. Thanks, Christina.
All right, for one last update, Mark Testatakis is standing by at the Spring Fling. So, Mark, how's things been down there?
Well, guys, it's great down here. The weather, it's a little warmer than it was last night. Like I said, I'm in the short sleeves. It's a Great time out here. It's a little busier than it was last night, so we're thinking as the week goes on, it's going to get busier. There's music going on in the gazebo. Let me just tell you about a couple things coming up for the rest of the week. Glue Monkey will be performing here in the park at 6 o'clock on Friday night. Then Friday and Saturday, you definitely want to check this. It's kind of reminiscent of the Autumn Leaf Festival, because I always call Spring Fling the mini Autumn Leaf Festival in a way. Friday and Saturday, Clarion Area Business Association Sidewalk Sales and Crafters Day all along Main Street, so you definitely want to check that out. Come on out here and check out some of the good food, and definitely come to the steak sandwich place here on the corner, because they've been so wonderful in giving us power for our production equipment down here, so we want to say a special thank you to them. So they're right here on the corner of Jefferson and Main. That is what's going on down here. We will be back down here live again tomorrow night. For now, reporting live from downtown, Mark Espadakis, TV5 News. Pat and Jackie, back to you.
So, Mark, what's the chances of you bringing us back some food?
Caramel apple.
What? Well, what are the chances of that? I don't know. Well, you saw Martise was here earlier. She brought over the onion rings for me, so I got those for free. There were 2 whole orders of them I just scarfed down while Stephanie was doing the weather. What are the chances? I don't know. We'll see how nice to you guys are to me. I'm going to weigh the options. The caramel apples are right down there. I could very well go and get one. We'll see. Don't hold your breath, though. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Mark. Well, that's the news for tonight. Join Courtney Wilson and Autumn Gels tomorrow night.
But stay tuned. Up next is Sports Night. For everyone here at TV5, I'm Jackie Nealon.
And I'm Pat Grace. Good night.